Hey, Dr. King tried to let somebody. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this cold winter day? Dr. King Day, the 19th. And they just happen to have our new president in the day, Dr. King Day. He officially the president now. Come on in, how y'all doing? Make sure you untie your winter boots, you sit them at the door, and you push the thumbs up. And I found out a lot of you not getting notifications. A lot of people not getting notifications because YouTube got this thing. If you put something you like a video like this video, and then I change the subject, just say I'm talking about the celebrities one day, and like tonight I'm finna talk about something that's not dealing with Hollywood, they'll stop sending you notifications because they think you only want to hear about the celebrities. I'm like, that's a one-tracked minded person who just want to hear about one thing. You want to hear about a variety of stuff, right? At least I ain't cooking with Kaya. I ain't up here cooking with Nina. You ain't doing that. I'm still talking. So what you got to do is unsubscribe everything you have on YouTube and subscribe back. And that's for all your bloggers that you follow. Unsubscribe and subscribe back, and you will start getting notifications again, okay? But make sure you push like. You got to keep our algorithm going. Make sure you're checking out my other videos. Please check out my other videos. Make sure you're sharing them on other platforms. All you got to do is push share, and you just leave them there. Tell your friends, check out my girl Nina. You know. But we have a new president. A new old president. Ain't that crazy? We got a new old president. He used to be, and he still is, and he is again. And him and his cousin Elon. They don't even talk about the vice president, Vance. They talk about Elon. He just made himself relevant. But anyway, before I go into my subject, I want to talk about Snoop Dogg, your boy Nelly, and Rick Ross. I didn't watch it. Didn't y'all watch it? I didn't want to watch it because it's already fake to me. I watched Snoop Dogg a few years back when Donald Trump first got in, calling people Uncle Tom, sellouts, and whatever else. And if I get to coughing, please forgive me. I'm coughing again. Calling folks Uncle Toms and everything. If you sing at the inauguration, you a sellout, Uncle Tom, ass such and such and such. I'm tired of y'all sellout. And guess who performed today? Snoop Dogg. If anybody in hip-hop is fake, it's Snoop Dogg. And Tupac told us this years ago, over 20 years ago. We didn't listen. This brother done sold out so many times because I'm like, you a Crip in LA, but you hanging out with Diddy? He was like Diddy right-hand man. You was with Suge Knight and Death Row, and then you over there with Bad Boys. How that happen? You remember Tupac picked him and said he ain't getting on the plane with us. And he was scared when he got on the plane. That was over 20 years ago, y'all. Now here he is showing his fakeness again. But why y'all surprised if somebody can't be faithful to their own wife that's been with them since they looked like a German Shepherd? No, what he looked like? A Doberman Pinscher. Well, he had them little twigs. Y'all remember Snoop used to have them little twigs right here? She was with him when he had them little twigs in high school. And he done cheated on this woman over and over and over again. That let y'all know this. If you ever have a friend or you are acquaintance with someone and they're cheating on the person they said I do to or the person they just messing with, that lets you know they're not a faithful, trustworthy friend. If they can dog out and cheat on the person they lay with every night, you ain't got shit coming. So Snoop Dogg letting us know he is not to be trusted. He cheat on his wife and kids nonstop. Then his wife just said, if I can't beat him, I'm going to join him. She went off and had the daughter. You know, she got 2 sons by Snoop, the daughter, not his. A lot of people didn't know that. But if you look at the girl, as she got older, I kept saying, wait a minute, Jesus. She don't look like them boys. And I didn't want to say that about his wife because I know she loved his dirty draw. I said, I know she ain't cheated. One of them nights, she said, oh, you want to play with me, Snoop Doggy dog. I got something for that ass. And she went and found her quinta oil. And I think he was an African because her daughter really dark. I ain't trying to be funny, but she went for her the chocolate. I hope he was a big Bucks chocolate Mandingo. Because that girl looked nothing like, she looked like her mama though. She looked like her mama. And Nelly, his excuse was, it's just an honor to be in the damn White House. He remind me of what's his name? Eazy-E. Remember Eazy-E got the invitation to come to the White House by accident, and he just showed up like, shit, I'm here. It was for another Eric. But he came anyway. He's like, shit, I was just happy to go to the White House. So that's what Nelly did. He was just happy to be at the damn White House. So he's like, shit. He said, I don't care if it was Kamala. I don't care if it was Joe Biden. I don't care if it was Michael Jackson, Joe Jackson, whoever was the president. They invited me. I wanted to perform. So it ain't like I'm doing this because of DT, Donald Trump. He said it's just an honor to perform at the White House. So that's Nelly's excuse. I think Rick Ross performed because they had some chicken wings and some meatballs. They said they was having free food, a buffet. He was like, I'm coming. So Rick Ross just came because they had a buffet. He ain't got no excuse. He just said, shit, Diddy gone. Ain't nobody else throwing no freak offs. This the closest thing to the freak off because I remember Donald Trump didn't miss one, so he know how to throw a party. Donald Trump know how to throw a party because he was at all the freak offs. So he didn't want to miss the party. I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Perry, T.D. Jakes, all of them at the inauguration, because tonight is going down. What time is it? Around 9 o'clock. What did he say? The party go change? Donald Trump right now probably have on his wife beater. He probably got on some True Religion jeans or some rock revivals. And he probably up there, him and Elon. Donald Trump then took that suit off. He grabbing the coochie. He the president, damn it. He be like, what's my name? He probably on top of the table right now, Jess. But see, this how I look at Snoop Dogg. Out of all three of them, Snoop's the dumb one. Because he called everybody that performed for Donald Trump Uncle Tom. So to me, it seemed like Donald Trump intentionally wanted Snoop Dogg to show him, Negro, you forgot who your daddy is. I'm going to make you eat them words. You go perform for me, brother. And he did. What you want me to do, boss? So Donald Trump got the last laugh. He wanted Snoop just because Snoop said everybody else would be Uncle Tom if they did it. So he made him be Uncle Tom tonight. Dance for me, Negro. Dance, Uncle Tom. So Snoop, you the main one out of all three of them, all three of you, that look stupid as hell. Nelly just wanted to come. I just want to go around and see you shoot. And then y'all know that all them people was in the audience. They said it was like only 8 black folks, like politicians. Ain't that something? It seemed like we would have grew a little bit more than that by now. And it was so boring. I turned to it and turned to it. I was like, nope. It reminded me of when Lincoln was at the opera. They all sitting there like this. I said, who died? I'm not watching this shit. It's worse than a graduation. Should this be a celebration? Y'all act like y'all at a funeral. They should have had me get the mic. No, Nelly should have grabbed the mic. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. Donald Trump would have got him like, oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away. I thought this was Diddy party. Donald Trump would have forgot where he was. He would have took some baby oil and swiped that orange hair back like this and got the slap in the butt and be like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I was at Diddy house. Nelly, You made me lose it for a minute, brother. Sit down. We get hot in here at 9. When all the old people go home. When Joe and them go home. We can't party with our elders. Even though he one of them, he don't think he is. Donald Trump still grabbing the coochie. You know he taking that Viagra. And Elon got about 12 kids. You know Elon gonna be at the party. He can't wait to grab some coochie. He got 12 kids. Elon just pumping on shit. He like, shit, I was a nerd in school looking like a ghost. Everybody calling me the devil. Every time somebody open their legs, I'm going up in there. And I got the money, baby, what it is. And now he get to hang around Donald Trump. All they missing is Diddy. You know they going to get him, right? Y'all know they going to get Diddy. I hope y'all get ready for all you Diddy haters. Diddy about to come home. Why y'all think Donald Trump had hip-hop people at the party? Snoop, Nelly, and Rick Ross, he just missing Diddy and Titty Jakes. He like, shit, we need the preacher. We need the baby oil booty man. And we need Medea. The party finna go off. And we need Barefoot Ope. Because she got the house. Man, it's going down tonight. I promise y'all. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. This shit is crazy as hell to me. Ain't it crazy to y'all? This shit is crazy as unheard of. I know, y'all way up there saying, Father God, Lord, Daddy, you see these people, they just don't listen to me, huh? Okay. All right, we're gonna have to do something. He working. He working. Just grip hold on to the handlebars. God is coming. I promise you. Everybody think this gonna be a long 4 years. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. God is working. I ain't gonna tell y'all what he gonna do because I don't know yet. But I know he up to something. I know my daddy. He up to something. When he get quiet and let us act a fool, he up to something. Just like your mom and daddy, they watch you act a fool. They be looking in your classroom at school like, I don't say nothing. Let him show out. Because when I whoop his ass, I want him to enjoy every second because I'm about to beat the shit out of him. That's the Lord. Show out. Have your freak off. Do whatever you want tonight. You get loose because I'm coming to get you. They got to pay. But on a serious note, y'all, I had to laugh for a minute because already Vance had an interview before they even swore him in. You know what? He didn't say it already. He coming after the po folks. The po. First thing I'm going to do is mess with people on Section 8 and food stamps. Out of all the shit going on, you finna come mess with poor people. First, get people out this damn country. Maybe you'll have enough of people to get Section 8 Medicaid food stamps. You don't have enough because we sharing with people that don't even belong in the house. This country is our house. How you gonna take from us we can't eat because you giving it to some people that don't even belong here? Would your mama feed your company before she feed you? Hell no. But this is what our country do. They feed the company before they feed the people that belong here. Then they get to taking stuff from us. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that. But what they don't understand is, see, people like Vance, he think it's more brown people that's on the system. He in for a rude awakening. You don't know your statistics, brother. And I be hearing people talk. Ain't nobody on welfare but black folks. Wrong. You better do your homework. Because a lot of Trump voters get Medicaid food stamps in Section 8. Y'all about to have a problem. Most of his voters, low income. Y'all didn't know that? But they're about to find out. And people gonna be sitting there in the middle of this year crying. I believed in him. Too late. Anyway, on a good note. No, it ain't really a good note. We gonna talk about Ziyah. Is her name Ziyah? Ziyah Harris. Oh my God. How many of y'all know the story about Ziyah Harris? My granddaughter name is Dariah Harris. And they the same age. Nope, she a year older than my daughter, my grandbaby. Ziyah Harris and Dariah Harris. Ain't that crazy? That's scary. Well, anyway, last year, January 9th, 2024, Ziyah Harris got off of her school bus on Cornwall Street and 3 Mile near Warren Avenue in Otter Drive in Detroit, Michigan. And she never was seen again. She was 12 years old. Come to find out, Ziyah was having sex with Jarvis Butts. His name should have been Jarvis Ass. Jarvis, I forgot how old he is. I think Jarvis about 42. Jarvis is her auntie's baby daddy. Now, from my understanding, Ziyah's mother was on drugs, so her grandmother had her. And the grandmother appears to be like an adopted parent, mother. She adopts kids. And from my understanding, these kids are only in her home for a paycheck. I'm sorry, I'm not sick, I just got an itch in my throat. And I can't get it out. So, she didn't come home, right? The grandmother didn't got caught up in so many lies. So many lies. She said that she normally give her a ride to school and ride home, but this particular day, her grandbaby got on the bus. Now, I know how I am about my grandkids. I know how I am about my kids. If I know my kids or my grandkids, and my kids grown, supposed to be somewhere at a particular time, and they don't call me within that 30-minute stand period, I'm putting on my shoes, I'm making phone calls, we finna go find out where you at. When my kids drop me off at home, I'm hanging out with my kids, call me as soon as you get in the house. Let them not call me, I'm blowing up their phone, and if they don't answer, I'm about to go over to their house. And they grown. This little girl got off the bus, didn't come home from school, y'all. Her grandmother said she got a little worried after a couple hours. Okay. She get in her car. She go up to the school. The school closed down. Ain't nobody there. Parking lot empty. You know what the grandmama did? She went back home. She talked to her daughter, Sharon. Is it Sharon or Shannon? Shannon. And, excuse me, y'all, I swear. I'm sorry, I'm coughing. And Shannon said, should we call the police? Or her grandma said, nah. We'll wait till in the morning. The reason I got to drink this because I'm trying to get my throat to feel better. Be patient with me through this video because I'm going to keep coughing. And this video hard for me, for real, because it's sad. They go to bed. Everybody in the house go to bed. This 13-year-old baby missing. She's missing. And they go to bed. She get up the next day. She still don't call the police. You know what she do? She go back up to the school. And she told the teachers that the little girl didn't come home. And the principal, them probably looking at her like, what you mean? She didn't come home last night. So they ran to the phone to call the police. Like, did you call the police? No. Who just go to bed? How many of y'all parents and grandparents? Who would go to bed and your 13-year-old grandbaby missing? And sleep good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I might have to end this video for real. They started investigating. And then they found, I don't know how long after, but they found her clothes. And the lady said it looked like her clothes was in a struggle. It was a hole in the top of her hoodie. And they looked in her phone. I guess they found her phone. And the last picture she took, no, it was an iPad. The last picture she took, she was doing like this. that day, like she was saying bye to the world. She thought she was just saying, hey, but she was really saying bye. Now, what's so ironic to me is this girl missing. She had her iPad. How did her auntie end up with the iPad? Her auntie ended up with the iPad. That's how she seen the picture. Now, she had that iPad at school because she just took that picture. So as I'm watching this trial, I'm listening to all these folks. The auntie never cried. The grandmama never cried. They got Jarvis sitting across from them. The man that was last seen with their grandbaby. And they didn't show no emotion. Now his sister, she got up there, she couldn't stop crying. Come to find out, you know why she couldn't stop crying? Because she know her brother is a damn predator. He did this before. He molested a 4-year-old that was in an 8-year-old family member and a 4-year-old of his ex-girlfriend. So he like little kids. Sharon, when they talked to her, I can call her Sharon. Shannon, she met this man knowing he was a predator. Because he was cute, light-skinned. I guess he had some kind of business he had. She knew he was a predator, and she still had 5 babies by him. She knew this. Now they questioning his kids because they think he touched his own kids too. The grandmother then got caught up in so many lies. She tried to say that the kids was never like really along with him, and he would pull up in the driveway to see his kids, and she would watch everything. But the little girl ended up pregnant, y'all. He been sleeping with her since she was 11 years old. Yeah, he been sleeping with this little baby since she was I always mess up her name. Ziyah, since she was 11. When I tell you, I wanted to go through that TV when they was reading them text messages. This is a sick MF. The shit he was saying to this girl, grown men never said it to me. The stuff he did to this girl. For 2 years, they had an affair. He had an affair with a kid for 2 years. And her auntie go tell me she didn't know about it. Her grandmama didn't know. This girl, they saying, was at least 5 months pregnant. A little kid pregnant. And she not throwing up. She ain't having no periods. Don't nobody in the house know what's going on. She ain't even old enough to hide that. So now it's coming out. They think that the grandmama found out and the auntie found out. And they tried to hide it. They looked at his phone. He was Googling how to give like homemade abortions. He even had how you drink red antifreeze. So what it sound like to me, why the grandmother, tell me am I tripping? Why the grandmother didn't call the police or the auntie? Because the plan was pick her up from the bus, take her off, make her drink this antifreeze. I don't think they wanted to delete her. I think they just wanted her to have a miscarriage. Make her drink this antifreeze and then bring her back home. So they was waiting for him to return with that baby. That's why they didn't call the police. That's my theory. I don't see no other reason why they wouldn't call the police and a 13-year-old missing. But he never came. So she had to go to the school, and she had to wonder where he at, what happened. And I'm really believing the auntie found out and got jealous. Actually, I think the auntie was with them. And I think the mama covering up because her daughter was involved. She was that in love. People be like, yeah, I don't know. If somebody said they giving a predator who messed with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old and several other kids a second chance, You don't think she'd delete her own niece? She was that gone over this brother. She called herself giving him a second chance by having babies by a predator because he was light-skinned and cute with long hair. You know when the bar is looking... She lost her mind over that. And then the one he was engaged to, he wasn't even engaged to her. He got several kids, y'all. Several kids. All this man was doing was making babies that he could sleep with. The other woman he was engaged to looked like Shannon. Am I saying her name right? Shannon. Looks like her. They was heavy-set black women. Not very attractive. So what I noticed he was doing was getting low self-esteem women and impregnating them. And they were so weak-minded, they probably would have made their kids sleep with them. Oh, it happens. Do y'all remember that group with Lauryn Hill? What was the name of that group Lauryn Hill was in? Somebody help me out. Thank you. What was the name of that group with Lauryn Hill? When she first started. Remember she was with them two guys. Well, one of the guys, the Fugees. One of the guys in the Fugees, y'all probably know his name. He was sleeping with all his daughters. He was impregnating all his daughters. Oh, I hate a cough and I hate this stuff. And I'm not sick, y'all. I got, you know, you have a scratchy throat and it won't stop. But I'm gonna tell this story. If it kill me, I'm gonna tell the story. He was sleeping with his daughters and impregnating his daughters. And the teacher noticed that the kids kept getting pregnant and was wondering what the hell going on at home. Come to find out, the daddy was getting all the girls pregnant and the mama was letting him do it. He ended up getting 100 years, Google it, in prison. He either was in the Fugees or he was the producer of the Fugees, but he had something to do with the Fugees. And he got 100 years. The mama should have got 100 years too. So they were on, it was Dr. Phil or Maury or something. All his kids was lined up and all his grandkids. And they was asking him, how do you feel that your granddaddy is your daddy? And they was like, we just live with it. I hate my mom's had to go through it, but what can we do? Their granddaddy is their daddy. So this happens all the time. And it goes back to these weak-ass, nothing-ass, trifling-ass women. See, people don't like me talk about women, but I'm going to talk about women today because this shit pisses me off. The penis that good that you would sell your daughter to a predator just to keep him in your bed? This shit is ridiculous to me. Well... The judge, then the prosecutor, they realized it was enough evidence against him to make him go to trial for premeditated murder. I think kidnapping and something else. They don't have a body yet. They found a body yesterday. They thought it was hers. It was a smaller stature person. They thought it was either a young woman or a kid. Come to find out it was a white girl buried on Auto Drive at a house, and they was doing work there. I guess somebody was going to move in, and they saw a foot sticking up out the ground. And it was a white girl that was missing. Buried in that backyard. So while they looking for her, Ziyah, they find a whole nother body. And I'm going to tell y'all something about Detroit I didn't know until I Googled it, because I didn't believe it. They thinking now that Jarvis threw her over in, is it called Lincoln Park? Somewhere over there, some water. And let the alligators eat her. I know y'all think I'm smoking right now if I'm saying alligators in Detroit. I said, wait a minute. Now y'all tripping. Ain't no damn way it's some alligators in Detroit. It's alligators in Detroit. Just like it was tigers running around Detroit. I don't know what's going on in Detroit. But they turned it into Jurassic Park like Florida. You know they had tigers running around Detroit. Guess what happened? Somebody put gators in the water and let them breed. So it's been gators over there in the water in Detroit. And they think he threw that baby over in the water. But I'm like, how do gators live without salt water? And it's freezing. This was January last year. You see how cold it is today? I'm like, how can this be possible? They said, I'm telling y'all what the news and everybody's saying, it was gators over there. Some sick person put gators in the water so they can breed and kill people. I remember one time up North Michigan, somebody had put piranhas in the water. That's why Nina don't get in that kind of water. If I can't see what's under that water, I ain't getting in it. I don't like beaches and all that. Yeah, I'm going in the swimming pool. I gotta see where I gotta see what's around me. So they thinking that he could have fed her to some gators. And I said, I've never heard of this in my life. You mean there's gators in Detroit? And they ain't on nobody's feet? What kind of shit going on? I'm like, the world is upside down. So we may never know where this baby at. And the grandmother and the auntie, they know what happened to this child. The auntie was so dematized, the penismatized, that she was covering for this brother. And there's no way possible you can tell me you don't know your little niece sleeping with your baby daddy for 2 years. And then they said a couple of times they had X in the basement at the grandmama house. Where the hell was the grandmama? And then was it the 8-year-old? It was the 8-year-old or the 4-year-old. His daughter went with the little girl, Ziyah, went with them, and they went somewhere because he said they always go together. Now, the grandmama said she ain't never been along with him, but he said he take them places together. Well, the little girl already done said that they were doing some stuff they shouldn't have been doing together. So they let the baby see them have sex. You don't think she went home and told her mama that I seen daddy having sex with my cousin? She been doing this. This man is a sick. Let me tell y'all, I'm going to tell y'all a couple of text messages that he said. Y'all need to Google them. He said, I bet nobody ever made you come like that. And I want you to take it. Another one said, I want you to take a shower real good and meet me outside. And I'm going to do some stuff to you with my mouth. Then he asked her another text message to go down on him and make it good. It was saying, it was just so much shit he was saying to this little girl. And she was pretty much saying, okay, babe. She was just talking like she was a grown woman. I'm going to make you feel good. She was just saying stuff like she was a grown woman. So she started liking it. I don't know how it started. I'm very curious on how did it start. But see, this is why y'all have to watch y'all little girls, okay? Because these little girls are not little girls anymore. I'm not blaming her at all. But I'm saying the TV, videos, the Sukianas, the Sexy Reds, the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B's, they got these girls thinking they grown. They want to wear the nails. They want to wear the lashes. They want to be naked. So whatever they see on TV, the TikTok, this, you know what I hate about TikTok? That dance called, my grandbaby be doing it. They just be going crazy and they be popping their butt. I said, do it again. I'm about to beat you down. She said, Grandma, that's a TikTok dance. I don't give a dang. Let me see you shaking your butt like that again. Freaking out or something stupid. But you be popping and doing grown people stuff. And they teaching these little girls to do that. They got little babies, 2 and 3 years old, making videos, popping their butt, and predators watching them. So they be thinking this is the way to be because it's on TV. Every commercial they showing people kissing and sex and same sex. They showing everything on TV. I remember the Cosbys couldn't even kiss and show affection with a man and a woman, or they was for to cancel the Cosbys back when I was younger. Now every commercial you see two, you don't even see two women. You always see two men. Am I lying? You always see two men on commercials. You never see two women. Like they pushing their agenda on these men to make men more feminine. But they watching this. So she knew exactly what to say back to this grown man. She pretty much was his woman. For 2 years, she didn't tell nobody. Then they said she was in school not too long before she became a missing, screaming and hollering and had fell on her. You know, her stomach was hurting, and people thought she was having a miscarriage. He probably already had been feeding her, making her drink antifreeze a little bit at a time. But I think his plan was make her drink antifreeze, hang out with her. He probably was going to have sex with her again, 9 times out of 10, and let her have a miscarriage. Because the grandmama knew if I report this girl 13 and pregnant, they're going to wonder by who. And then they're going to take her out my home. And then they're going to come and get all the rest of my adopted kids. And I'm going to lose my income. So she hid the shit. I don't care what grandma say. That ain't no normal grandmama. Because I was just picturing my mother up there. My mother would have been carried out the courtroom because she would have been trying to jump over the thing and get to that Negro. She'd have been like screaming and hollering, where is my damn grandbaby? I'm going to kill you. She would have been hollering at his family members. The whole courtroom would have been in an uproar. That family sitting there like ain't nothing happened. This baby been missing a year and y'all just calm. Well, she didn't come home, so I went to bed and I called the police the next day. Right there, they should have put the handcuffs on the grandma. Because they should have known, that don't even sound right. And his sister bawling because the sister, she know her brother. He probably touched her. Jarvis probably touched her. She know how her brother get down. You know your family members. You know the perverts in your family. I know the ones in mine. And I wish they would come around my kids. No. No. I have a story time, and I shouldn't be telling y'all this. But since we talking about something like this, and a lot of people feel like that just don't happen. I'm going to tell y'all something that happened in my family. I ain't going to give no names. And they watching me, they going to be mad. But I ain't saying y'all name. But I'm going to talk about it. Because I'm tired of family secrets. I am tired of family secrets. Because you don't want your family to look bad. And they should look bad if they doing shit like this. I'm sorry, y'all. This just pisses me off that nobody protected that little girl. She even had no role model around to teach her to say no. See, this is where the Cassies and stuff come in at. They don't have nobody around that's leading them the right way. She watching her aunt have 5 babies by a predator. Then he go off and get engaged to another woman who got kids. And he over there messing with them too. And he didn't mess with a 4-year-old. He didn't mess with an 8-year-old. So this is her normal. She had no TT Nina around. You know what I'm saying? She needed a TT Nina to come talk to. And I would have went over there and gave him the business. It's like, where's the family, man? Where the uncles? Nobody knew nothing? Lock them all up. For neglect, if not nothing else. Lock them up. Take Sharon kids. Take grandmama kids. Take all them kids away from them. Because if they talk to all them kids, I'm sure this been going on. With all the other kids, too. And I bet some of the boys. All right, let me try to get through the story time without coughing. My father was born into a family of 14. He was the oldest. It was only 2 boys out of 14. My auntie, I don't know about the other ones, but I know one of my aunties passed when she was 3. And from my understanding, she passed because, you know how the neighbors spray the tree and stuff, peaches and stuff, and it's like pesticide. She got over in the neighbor yard and she ate something off the tree and it killed her. So that was his little sister that passed years ago. And I'm named after her. My real name's after her. Well, he got drafted off to the war. And when he came back, his mama, he didn't have all those sisters when he left. When he came back, his mom had more babies. So my grandfather, being a Rolling Stone, who would always leave home, come back, get my grandmother pregnant, and leave again, he wasn't really a reliable man. Like, that's what made my daddy such a reliable man. He didn't want to be like his daddy. Okay? He noticed 2 of his sisters was missing. So he asked his mama, where's my 2 little sisters? Oh, they over in Gary. They over in Gary, Indiana, with Uncle such and such, which is my grandfather's brother. So my dad didn't think nothing of it. Oh, okay, Uncle got him. Okay, my uncle was a minister. This is my granddaddy's brother. He was a big minister in Gary, Indiana. My father used to go back and forth and visit. Everything was cool. This is why I thought, when I seen Joe Jackson, everybody said my daddy like Joe. I said, my daddy used to go to Gary. He might have been messing with Joe's mama. Joe might be my brother. So one day, he hadn't seen his sisters in a long time. He called his other sisters, let's go check on them. Let's go down here. So they get down there. They're talking to the sisters, which at the time, I think it was 12 and 13. My daddy said he noticed it was some little kids running around. He know my uncle was too old to have some kids. So he's like, who are these kids? So one of my aunties said, they ours. And Uncle such and such been touching us. My daddy went from 0 to 10. Where this Negro at? So he grabbing his little sisters. He getting their stuff. It's 3 babies there. My auntie was like, I don't want to take mine. Just take me, save me. She's ready to go. My other auntie didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay. She had fell in love with her uncle. So my daddy got so mad. And see, back then, I don't think the police really cared. Because you didn't have to have adoption papers and nothing. They don't know if he had missing. They didn't know nothing. So he was like, he grabbed his sister. He cussed his other sister out. He was pissed off, and he took off. He took his little sister back home and told his mama what was going on. For a long time, they couldn't contact her no more. They couldn't find the little sister. He wasn't answering the phone. They couldn't catch him at the church. He just went ghost. So my auntie finally called years later when she was grown and said, she wasn't really grown. I think she was 19. And said, I'm ready to leave. So my dad go back down there to get his sister. Guess how many kids she had? She had 6 kids. 5 of them was his. One of them, she snuck off with the mailman and got pregnant because she was just rebelling. So my daddy brought her back to Michigan. And he helped her get on her feet. She met a guy, got married, and had another baby. Well, my cousin died at 17, which was his youngest daughter. And he wanted to come to the funeral. My daddy always told him, when I ever catch you, I'm going to kill you. This was his daddy's brother. He said, Uncle such and such, if I ever catch you, I'm going to kill you. So he hid from my dad from years. There's been times he wouldn't even go to the pool pit when he knew my daddy was in the church. He hid from years. So when my cousin died, my cousin Joy, he called my father and said, can I please come to the funeral? That's my baby. And my daddy said, yeah, wear your suit, because you going with her. If you come to this funeral, you going with her. So he couldn't come to the funeral. But my auntie had a long, hard life. And she lost her baby at 17. She had all them kids by her uncle. She ended up marrying an abusive man. And she ended up on crack cocaine. For years, she tried to fight that addiction. And alcohol. Well, she lived a long time, up to 70-something years old, and she died. A couple of her kids end up on drugs. They just couldn't face the fact that they had incest in their body. They lost their little sister. It was just a mess. But I say all this to say, I have some cousins, first cousins, that have incest in them, that happen to like their own family members. So we know the family members that we have to keep a 2x4 and keep our kids away from. We know the family members that you won't be caught in the house with me, because I'm going to have to kill you. We love them, but we don't trust them. One of the cousins, one of the grandkids, one of my auntie grandkids, let me tell you what she did. My nephew, the one that's in prison right now, doing 30, 60 years, he was home, right? He was staying with me. I'm in my bed watching TV. I had a 3-story house. He downstairs with my auntie grandkids, which is his age. They down there partying in my basement, doing whatever they do. I'm paying attention to them. They're younger than me. He come upstairs and sit next to my bed, and he do like this. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, you won't believe this. I said, what? He said, man, everybody went to the club. I didn't want to go. And cousin such and such pulled her shirt off and her bra and was trying to kiss me. I jumped up, put on my robe, ran downstairs. She was gone. By the time I seen her, she had made up this big old lie to her uncle, and we all got into it. It was a big confrontation, but it's in their blood. To this day, we don't even talk. Something just recently happened and we don't talk. But my auntie was a young girl. My uncle manipulated her. He was a pastor of a church, a mega church over there. His wife didn't even have kids by him. His wife knew he used to go down that basement with his 2 little nieces and reproduce. And his wife was the first lady of the church and wasn't even stopping it. I know she was wondering, where these babies coming from that look like you? Because my auntie kids look just like him. Just like him. When people look at my cousins and they think they white folks, because they daddy look like a white man. He light-skinned with freckles. You would think he white. Now, my granddaddy was jet black. He was a Cherokee Indian. He was some with Cherokee Indian mixed with Creole. My granddaddy was a good-looking, dark-skinned man. His skin looked, it was so dark and pretty, it looked fake. He had the big, wave, silky black hair. Him and his brother was totally opposite. One looked like the mama and one looked like the daddy, I guess. But my uncle looked just like a white man, and all his kids came out with gray eyes, good hair. They look like white folks. When people used to see my cousin, they be like, man, that's your cousin? She had freckles? Yeah, that's my first cousin. She looked just like my uncle. And you know what they used to do when they used to call their daddy? They used to call him Uncle Daddy. Hey, Uncle Daddy, you gonna send me some money? He was like, quit playing with me. I'm your daddy. You're my Uncle Daddy. But he hid from my dad, and he ended up dying, and nobody in the family went to his funeral. It's just a mess. So I know this shit happens. So when I heard this story, I said, yeah, the family knew. Mm-hmm. Family secrets. And we was told, don't y'all talk about that. Y'all better not talk about that. That's embarrassing. Well, guess what, family? I'm 55 years old, and I'm talking about it. Because it should have been talked about. Mm-hmm. One more story. One of her oldest kids. We down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, visiting my brother. He came over for the weekend because he lived down there. A preacher like his daddy. A preacher like his daddy. He visiting my brother's house. Me and my sister down there for the summer. We laying in the bed, we talking. All of a sudden we heard somebody messing with the doorknob. So my sister said, be quiet. She always kept a knife under her bed. My sister 8 years older than me. She reached under the thing, got her knife. She said, who the hell is that? So we got quiet. She said, don't say nothing. We acting like we sleep, right? Here come my cousin tiptoeing in there, butt ass naked. My sister jumped up and almost stabbed his whole Johnson off. He jumped back, ran. We got up, ran, got my brother and his wife. He threw on his clothes, took off, and we didn't see him no more the whole summer. My brother was looking for him. My uncle's son, who like his family members. Stuff like this should be talked about. I told my kids about it. I don't hide shit. What I'm ashamed for, I didn't do it. This shit is ridiculous, man. There's these grown folks walking around here messing with kids and trying to sleep with their family members and their family member friends and shit. If you got these kind of family secrets, you better start talking about them. And guess what my cousin at now? The preacher. He in the penitentiary for 8 years for touching a 15-year-old. Somebody outside the family told on him.
School closed tomorrow. I'm already know they're closed.
Yeah, it's bad outside. So, when I talk about Ziyah, is her name Ziyah Tia? That's how you say her name. Ziyah, right? Ziyah Harris. Ziyah.
Yeah, Ziyah. Because it's really close to Ryan.
Yeah, they have the same name, almost.
Yeah,
I believe that the grandmother and the auntie, all of them knew about it because...
Somebody posted a video of them earlier, like getting ready for school, and the granny was talking to them all crazy, calling them dumb motherfuckers. And...
The grandmama was? See?
Yeah.
Somebody found a video, the grandmama was cussing them out early morning. She didn't want them kids, she just wanted them for money. She got a bunch of adopted kids up in there.
She was just cussing at them non-stop. Like,
why they not locking this lady up and her auntie? That's what I want to know.
That's crazy.
Lock them up and anybody else.
Like, you know the reading, like I told you my dad done did?
Yeah.
Somebody that did one with her, and she was saying that she was by a bunch of trees, and she was saying that they all knew about it.
They do know.
And I'm just like, at first I believe that type of stuff, but when my family did it and it was so real,
No, they know.
It's believable. So she said she was like in the field somewhere by a bunch of trees, and she kept asking like, "Are you in water?" And she was
You know,
like,
they say got alligators in Detroit. Somebody was breeding alligators, and they think they threw her to the alligators. And I'm like, how do alligators survive
and she was like,
in Michigan?
When they got on there, she was like, she wanted a hug. It was just weird. I'm gonna have to find it so you can
He
find
gave her antifreeze. They said he was trying to give her red antifreeze to make her have a miscarriage. So he pretty much killed that baby, and they knew it. They probably Googled it because the auntie wanted to be with her, be with this man so bad. There's some sick people in the world, man. Some sick people. I was talking to my daughter because she know a lot about the story. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. Y'all better keep eye on y'all kids, y'all grandkids. Don't leave them around uncle, cousin. Don't let them go spend a night nowhere. They got big brothers. You see what the Braxton going through. They saying Michael Braxton allegedly was touching Tamar and all of them. You let your kids go spend a night at these people's houses and stuff, you don't know what they doing. They daddy will touch them. And sometimes these little girls fall in love with these older men. So they ain't gonna tell because they like it. They think, oh, he gonna marry me. That's a fairy tale to these little girls. They turn these little girls out, take their innocent, and these little girls be gone. Now, just think about it. Her auntie was gone with 5 kids. She a grown-ass woman. The other women were gone. Grown women. Could you imagine him doing the grown-up with that little girl? Her mind can't handle that. She gonna be gone. He could have got that little girl to do a robbery, a pow, anything, because her mental state of mind is gone. Why y'all think Cassie and all of them was gone over Diddy? Because of stuff like that, huh?
He probably was giving her antifreeze, telling her it was just going to make her lose the baby and end up killing her.
That's what they said. They don't think they meant to kill her, but it killed her.
Like, it's going to kill the baby and telling her that, and the whole time it was going to claim her life too. And she probably was just...
Antifreeze kills people,
she
dummy.
Was thinking, like, I'm young, I'm going to be in trouble. Then they going to know about me and you, so she probably...
No, I think her grandmama them knew. I think they knew. That's why they didn't call the police. They knew she was with him, and he was taking her off to drink that antifreeze to have a miscarriage. That's why they didn't call the police. They was giving him a chance to bring her back, and he never came back with her. So she had to go to the school and play it off. How you get up the next morning and go to the school and you still ain't called the police? Who just go to the school and be like, my grandbaby didn't come home last night? They be like, well, where the police at? I ain't called them.
And this one says, so, I don't know if it was his search or her search, but they searched abortion.
That was his. His search. He had in his phone, he was searching how to give abortions. Yep. He was searching how to give abortions.
To terminate pregnancy before she disappeared. So
they got proof he knew she was pregnant. So that lets you know that he was messing with a kid. But you know he messed with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. They said they finna question all the kids now because they think he touched all the kids. He has like 12 kids, I believe. And these women knew he was a predator. They knew he was a predator, and they still got with this man and had babies. Yeah. So that's about the weakest shit I ever heard. Lock their ass up just because they.
I'm trying to read it so you can play it to them, so y'all can hear.
What you looking for?
I'm gonna let you play the reading the lady did. It was supposed to be her, but
I keep coughing. She bringing it up on her phone, y'all. Could y'all get my likes up, please? Get my likes up, please. And if it's not your family, it's somebody in your family that's doing this, and y'all know somebody that's doing it, stop hiding that mess, man. People be so embarrassed. Don't talk about that. Talk about it. I don't care if your family fall out with you. So, the ones falling out with you must be perverts. Don't cut them off too. I don't care if it's grandmama. Grandmama, listen. I ain't hiding your secrets no more. I'm telling. I'm telling on Uncle John John. I'm telling on Granddaddy. I'm telling on Auntie, because women do it too. You ain't never gonna talk to me again. I don't give a damn. I'm done with y'all anyway. Cut people off. Because if you don't tell the truth and tell your family member, your younger family members the truth, they might go over somebody's house they shouldn't be over. And you got to question people that like really, really young girls. If they got something for a young girl, they got something for your daughter. Come on, man. This shit is crazy. What is that to you?
This is part 2 of the reading I think about.
Who is that?
One of the ladies that do the reading.
I don't even need no reading. I already done read them. The mama, the auntie, and him was in cahoots together. And the grandmama involved because she covering up for her daughter. Lock them up. This your girl, Nina. I gotta go because I'm keep coughing, y'all. From Unbreakable Strong Woman, but I had to do this video. Yeah, I'm gonna come back on later because I can't stop coughing. And I barely made it to this video, but I had to talk about this tonight. I really had to talk about this tonight because it's ridiculous and it's national news. Everybody talking about it. The devil trying to stop me from talking about it. I said, I don't care if I got to cough through the whole video. I'm going to talk about this no good Negro. How dare he get a kid pregnant? What is wrong with folks? And you know what's sad? Do y'all know how many hundreds and thousands and millions of people just like him? Do y'all know how many family secrets y'all got in y'all family y'all don't have a clue about, that some uncle is somebody's daddy and grandmama saying that's my youngest daughter, but it really belonged to her son and daughter? It's some sick shit be in families. I'm telling y'all. That's why they hide all this shit. And people grow up and realize they sister is their mama. And the grandmama hid it because they uncle is their daddy. Am I lying? Then they want you, don't talk about no. Oh, let's go kill your grandmama if you say something. Well, man, ain't nobody hearing that. Grandmama go to church every Sunday. She saved. She okay. Because I'm telling Grandma. Grandma, I love you. But if you a Christian woman like you say, you wouldn't care about me telling. I'm calling the authorities. Tell. Tell your kids, tell other family members, tell your smaller nieces and nephews. And if you know your brother is a predator, you better tell his woman. Oh, I got another story, y'all. I got to tell this story. This is the one I wanted to tell y'all. Yeah, be patient with me, y'all. Please be patient with me coughing. I am so sorry. But I'm on the road with this one because it just bothers me. My cousin. One of my uncle's daughters. From the same family. Married a guy. He was touching all his kids. And since she was so into church, she wanted to act like it was normal. God said forgive. So she made her kids deal with it. That's your daddy. And the only way he got caught was when they was in the military. He was a military man. And a little girl spent the night. They was in Hawaii. She was cooking breakfast and she was telling the little girl to come eat. She didn't want to get out to bed. So she went in there like, why you don't want to get out to bed? What's going on? She pulled the sheet back and it was full of blood. While everybody was asleep, the daddy creeped in the room and touched that little girl. And this was his fellow military brother. So the military locked him up for 5 years in prison. And she made her kids visit that prison, they daddy, every single time they opened that door. Because that's daddy. He touched all the kids but one out of the 5 she had. Well, they end up getting a divorce, right? He meets another woman. She had, I think, 2 by him, and she had 4 that wasn't his. He started touching her kids. Tell her to cut that down. She get a restraining order. He goes to jail. The day he get out, he asked her, could they just come and talk? Can he just come talk? So he comes over there and talk, right? She said he was drunk. He got the grabbing on her and stuff, but she had a knife just in case he acted a fool. She pushes him out the door and she stabs him in his heart. He calls the police outside in his car and said, I'm about to die. He died in his car.
They said if they want, I don't know if they want to listen.
What is that?
It's supposed to be like a spirit box that a psychic person wears. But it's like you can hear her voice, like, I I'm trying to.
You can hear the little girl voice?
Yeah, it's a spirit box or something.
I just didn't feel confident.
Hold on, y'all. I'm finna let y'all hear.
Picture that might be a hole. I don't know
So
if there's a
from a
hole in
drawing
the
she
tree.
did,
I'm not 100% sure, but I will try to do
That's
this
what they
again.
saying.
I just didn't feel confident because I was super tired and I felt like I rushed it. So I'm gonna do a spirit box to see what we get, and then we'll go from there. I cannot get this.
Oh, Gina
poor
ain't saying
baby.
nothing crazy.
Listen. Okay, here we go. Just jump into it. I have my computer turned all the way down. Yep, that's what it is. Smart move. Follow me. Okay. Is that what he said to you? He was a king. He struck you? Am I speaking with Ziyah? In Rebel? Kanika? Can we speak with Ziyah Harris? I feel like we already are. The children?
This is supposed to be Naziah.
Now your angels?
Yes, the spirit box. Yeah, it's demonic to me.
Ziyah, my name is Candace. I know, baby. Can I ask you a few questions? All right, so my first question
Yeah, here, I ain't gonna show too much. I don't want to get copyright.
is,
They'll copyright you.
I know what he did to you.
That was a woman, I forgot her name, but she said it's a spirit box. And that must have been Naziah's voice. The little girl that came missing. Been missing a year.
Her name is Candace Starr. If they want to go.
Candace Starr. Y'all can Google Candace Starr.
With a K.
With a K.
K-A-N-D-I-S.
Candace Starr. You can go Google her and watch it yourself. I just want to show y'all a little bit of it. That sounded spooky as heck to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't get into all that kind of crap. That shit crazy. I don't like that kind of stuff. Yep. But yeah, we'll pray that they find her. So it's sad because I want to say so the family can get closure, but the family don't want no damn closure. The family already know where she at. They know what happened to her. I want them to find her so we can get closure.
She said she's
We know you.
My trees.
We know you. We love you, Ziyah.
So we don't know.
We love you, Ziyah. The whole world hoping we find you so we can lay your body to rest because your family didn't care. And that's so sad. Somebody's laughing. I don't know what's so funny.
That's right, it's twins.
But it's nothing funny about it. That girl Roxanne, maybe you laughing at me because I'm stupid. Because you one of my regulars, so I got to give you a pass. You probably laughing at me.
She's 13 and you 12.
I don't know what I just said. I don't even know what I said, Roxanne. But I know you good. I know you good. Prayers for the child, yes. Yeah, Kanika, it's sad. I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to read some of y'all comments, but I keep coughing. What that say?
I don't want to step there. I don't want to step mama.
Please, Doraya, I'm on here, Doraya. Please, if you don't like, you won't able to see Nina's. What did Elaine say? Please, if the likes don't match. Thank you, Elaine. She said if the likes don't match, y'all won't be able to see my videos, and that's true. But see, Elaine, what you don't understand, a lot of people know that, and they hoping they don't see my videos. It's crazy how people think, but they be hoping that your channel get canceled and they don't want to see you. It's just a lot of hateful people in this world. They'll watch you and never give you no love. Just show your appreciation. You know, just show your appreciation. I don't ask nobody for money, but it will be nice. It will be. I'm on my live video, y'all. It would be nice. I'm sorry, y'all. My family walked in while I was talking. Yeah, she said she left at the spirit box. I don't believe that mess either, Roxanne. My daughter believed it because her family did one. And they said they talked to their dead son or something. In the Bible, it says you cannot talk to dead people. They're dead. So I don't get in. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I don't get into all that. So you right. I shouldn't have played it, but she wanted me to. But I don't believe it. That ain't that baby though. So let me go on to get some dinner. Thank you, Roxanne, for joining. Nope, don't like that. Nope, no. TK.
Y'all probably not gonna have
Thank you. Kanique, thank you. I don't know where Miss Lorraine at. She don't need to go probably all week because she been coughing. Everybody getting sick. My brother got the stomach flu. Y'all take care of yourself. I don't know where y'all are, but it's 6 degrees in Michigan. And oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all see outside. Because a lot of you, I'm letting y'all see, because a lot of people say they never seen snow before that watches me. So I'm gonna open this patio and let y'all see outside. It is freaking cold. Look at this, y'all. It is cold. Look at this stuff. Y'all see that snow blowing way over there? This is ridiculous. Oh my God. They close schools tomorrow. It's so cold. And Leon told me in Chicago it's below 0. So in Chicago, that means it's really 10 below. They don't have no temperature. It's below. But by morning, ours probably be at 1 degrees. So to let you know, Michiganders up north people, we really slow because we like living in refrigerators. Look at that. I'm a tropical woman. I like keep the oils. I need to be on the ocean. You know what I'm saying? With drinking. This is for the birds. But I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I'll get back with y'all on something better. Sorry about this video being like it was. I'm coughing. I'm talking. But I had to share this video with y'all tonight. Y'all have a good night. I'll be back in about a couple hours. Okay. Bye.